In this video, we'll bring you some beginner cha-cha-cha moves. What's up, everybody? My name is Miss Emily. This is
Miss Megan.
And we are going to be doing some basic cha-cha. Sorry, Ben made us laugh right before this camera started. So we're going to show you everything that we're going to do today, and then we're going to break it down. So these are going to be some of the essential basic cha-cha moves that you will need to get going if you've never done cha-cha before. If you have done cha-cha, this will be a good refresher. So let's get started. We are going to start with our basic. So we have 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3. We'll do outside partner, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, underarm turn, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, crossbody lead, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. All right, so let's get started with the basics. Leaders, I'm going to go over our footwork first, and then we will do Miss Megan's. So for our basic side cha-cha, we're going to start to the side with our left foot. So we step side for 1, we step back for 2, forward for 3, and side together, side. Let's just do that much. So our left foot is free, to the side, we step 1, back 2, forward 3, and cha-cha-cha. From this point, our weight's over our right foot. We step forward with the left foot for 2, back 3, and cha-cha-cha. Cool. So let's try our entire basic. Left foot is free. Follower's right foot is free. We both step to the side. We have 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha. Forward 2, back 3, cha-cha-cha. Again, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha. 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. Cool. Let's go ahead and go over the follower's footwork. Leaders, I will still do our part, but we're going to go over the follower's footwork first. So, followers, you are starting with your right foot to the side. We step side for 1, forward for 2, back for 3, and cha-cha-cha. You step back now, 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. So let's just do that much again. We will do all counts. So we have to the side for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 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 1. All right. So now let's go ahead and talk about doing this with our partner. We are going to start in our closed position in cha-cha. So we are going to take our follower's right hand, usually at her eye level, and then we are going to take leaders. Your right hand is going to be placed on her shoulder blade. So from here, you can see at this point, Miss Megan is placing her arm on, what did we decide, the deltoid? Deltoid muscle. And then we are making sure as followers to hold our own arm up. We're not going to push down on the leader. So we are slightly offset. Miss Megan's in her window, I'm in my window. And that ensures that neither one of us gets stepped on. So let's both go ahead and start our basic. We step to the side first for 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. Let's go ahead and spin that around so you have a different angle. And we will do that again. Leader's left foot's free, follower's right foot's free. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. Cool. So for those of you who are listening to the rhythm, the 1, 2, and 3 are all whole beats. So we take steps on each of those beats. But then there's the 4 and 1 where we fit 3 steps into 2 beats. So if we did that beside each other, we're going to do it with counts. So to the side first, we have 1, 2, 3. Now we step 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So it's very important when you're doing the cha-cha that any of those 4 and 1s, you take all 3 steps to continue on and to be on the correct footwork. So let's do that one more time, and then we will talk about the outside partner. Let's go ahead and do it this way, just for fun. So we have 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Cool. We've gotten this far. Are there any questions? No. Perfect. Not. So let's go ahead and show. We are going to show the outside partner, and then we will break that down as well. So we start with our basic. We have 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3. We're going to square it back up, 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. All right, so you'll see the timing hasn't changed. We're just adding a little bit of a rotation to our upper body and the rest of our body to be outside of our partner. So leaders, we start with our basic to the side. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Now from here, we're going to rotate our upper body and step forward for 2, 3, square it up, 4, and 1. We're going to do the same thing. Rotating to our left, we step forward with our right foot, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Let's go ahead and just practice that again. 2, 3, 4, and 1. Rotate, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Cool. Let's go ahead and do Miss Megan's footwork. So leaders, we stepped forward each time we did the rotation. The followers are going to step back each time they do this. So we still start with a side step. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. We rotate, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Back rock for the follower, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Again, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. We'll square up here, and 1, 2, 3, and then we're back to our basic. So if we did that with our partner, leaders, one of the things that is very, very important is for you to hold a strong frame whenever you are doing your dance. That's part of your job. Followers, your job is to connect to those connection points. So Miss Megan would say that she is stuck to that hand. That right hand actually does way more as far as the lead goes for most of the patterns. This one's kind of just for show until you start turning. So, but for now, we're going to work, once we rotate our upper body, leaders, as long as we are connected, the follower should rotate with us. So make sure that we are staying connected, we're holding our frame, and then followers, you're connecting to that right hand. So let's go ahead and try that. We'll try it this way. To the side. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. We rotate. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, again, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. We'll square up here, 2, 3, and back to our basic. Cool. Let's spin around. We'll show you the follower's footwork from a different angle. So we all start to the side. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Rotate. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. We square back up, 2, 3, 4, and 1. So you'll notice it's called outside partner because our feet are actually outside of each other. So instead of being in our normal left foot to the outside, right foot to the inside, we are rotating completely, and both of our feet stay outside of our partner's feet. Pretty clear name for this one. So let's do that one more time. We'll do it this direction, and then we will move on. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 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 1. All right, Let's go ahead and move on to an underarm turn. So this is a really good basic move to know for any of your dances, but for cha-cha, there's no exception. So from here, we do our turn. We have 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. If we showed it one more time from this direction, we have a 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. Cool. Leaders, our footwork is the same, pretty much. So let's go ahead and go over that, and then followers, we will cover your turn. So we start with our basic. To the side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. At this point, we've opened up our hand, so we actually have an open palm, and our fingers are facing the direction that we are about to turn our partner. At this point, we're going to take a slight angled step back for 2, replace 3, and back to your side basic after that. So let's go ahead and do that without stopping this time. And a 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, we lift the hand, she turns 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, back to your basic 4 and 1. All right, followers, you get to turn. So let's go ahead and get to the step right before the turn. So starting with our basic, we have 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha. At this point, followers, you have I think Brian likes to say, a nail in the top of your foot. So your right foot does not move. That is your pivot point. You take your left foot across for 2, replace back for 3, and cha-cha-cha to the side. So let's try that again without stopping. We have a 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, you turn 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. Cool. All right, let's do that one more time apart, and then we will try it together. And a 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha. All right, so now let's try this together. We'll do it this way, and then we'll try it a couple other directions. So, leaders, make sure, since your hand is in a similar position than it will be to lead the turn, make sure that instead of having your fingers closed, your hand is going to lift slightly, and then your open palm will give her an idea that you're going to turn, as well as the direction that your fingers are facing. So whichever direction your fingers are facing, that's the direction that your follower will go, hopefully. So let's start with the basic. We have 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, we lift the hand, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. Let's do it from a different angle. And a 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. Last angle. And a 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. Cool. Any questions so far?
2 questions.
Oh, perfect.
The first one is, whenever you're doing the outside partner, how does the follower know to rotate or to step in a certain direction?
So the question was, when we're doing the outside partner, how does the follower know to rotate? And that is going to be the rotation of the leader, but also she will know that by the connection in this hand. So if you have a partner, if you don't, you can wait till you have a partner. Hopefully that'll be soon because we're on lockdown for the coronavirus. But if you do have a partner, go ahead and get into your closed position and just rotate around together. You do not need your left hand, but make sure that the follower is doing their job of staying stuck to that hand, and then leaders, you are taking her with you, because I can technically move my upper body without moving Miss Megan. but it looks a little weird. And we're dancing together. So I want to take her with me wherever I'm going, whatever dance I'm doing. No partner left behind. So, what? You'll remember it now. So when we are doing the outside partner, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. At this point, as the leader, I'm rotating my upper body, which then makes Miss Megan rotate, and I am making sure that my left foot goes to the outside of her foot. Now, as long as we are maintaining our windows and we are not right in front of each other, you should be in the perfect position.
So why are you counting with numbers as 2, 3, 4, and 1 instead of counting it as cha-cha-cha?
Well, personally, I love saying, oh, gosh darn it. So there are many different ways to count cha-cha. One of the questions that was presented was, why do I count with numbers instead of cha-cha-cha? I actually go in between the two, but there are many people who are very, they learn by numbers, kind of like we paint by numbers sometimes. It's a different way of learning. So I like to say the cha-cha-cha because you're doing the cha-cha-cha, and for me that works. But some people need numbers, and so we try to incorporate different ways to count or do the rhythms for cha-cha. Cool. So now we're moving on to the crossbody lead. We'll do it this way. Starting from our closed position, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 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 1. If we did it this way, we'll do it with cha-chas. We have 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. Cool. So now let's go ahead and break down the leader's footwork. Followers will do yours next. It starts out with a basic. Hooray! From this point, we go to the side. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. At this point, we're going to take a slight angled step forward, but we do not affect our partner. So we take an angled step forward for 2, back for 3, and we open our left side. So we've opened the door for our follower. She will continue down this line that we have opened up for her. So let's just do that much again. To the side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Angle 2, back, 3, 4, and 1. You'll notice I've lowered my arm. We'll talk about that when we actually have a partner. At this point, I'm going to take my right foot back for 2, forward for 3, and cha-cha-cha. So we've just switched places with our partners. Not switch partners, that would be a magic trick. So, kind of fun. Let's do the whole thing without stopping. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, open the side, back, 2, forward, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. Let's do it from this side, since we're already here. And 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3, and cha-cha-cha. Switch! Followers part next. So let's go ahead and do, the good news for the follower is the beginning of all of this is the same as your basic. So we will get to, a point, and then I will stop you. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, stop, 3. At this point, you're going to do a lock forward. So you have 4 and 1. You're going to step forward again for 2, pivot around for 3, and cha-cha-cha. Let's do that again. Give Miss Megan a little bit more room. You want to go that way? Sure. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, cha-cha-cha, 2, 3. She continues forward, forward pivot back, cha-cha-cha, back to your basic, and we are set to do it from this side. Here we go. And a 1, 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3, and cha, cha, cha. All right, so now if we did this with our partner, let's go ahead and start this way. So leaders, we are starting with the basic like normal. We are gonna stop on the 2, 3 so that we can talk about the angle real quick. So at this point, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. I've now lowered my left arm, as you can see. It is underneath Miss Megan's right hand. I am going to allow her to step back. I take my slight angled step and replace back on 3. Now I'm gonna open my left side as Megan continues forward. 4 and 1. She continues forward as I step back for 2, 3, and cha, cha, cha. So after she has passed or crossed the body, we are then going to go back to our closed position. So let's try it again from this side. 1, 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3, and cha, cha, cha. Cool. We're going to do it one more time, and then we're going to see if we have any questions, and then we're going to try and do it to music. Ooh, we didn't test it earlier. We're going to find out. Ta-da-da. And a 1, 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3, and cha, cha, cha. We're going to do it again. Cha, 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 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3, and cha, cha, cha. Benjamin, are there any questions?
Yes, on the counting thing, why do you do 4 and 1 and not 3 and or
4 and 5?
4 and 5, yeah.
So again, the question was, why, going back to the previous question, why do I count 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 and not 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5? Again, that's another way to count it. I typically do the 4s because with my students, that's an easier thing for them to go home and go to bed saying instead of counting sheep. But that's true. It's like droning in their head. But it's totally, again, you can count to 8 as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Typically, if I'm doing choreography, I do go all the way to the 8s. But if I'm teaching a pattern to a student, I only count to the 4 and go back to the 1, or I use the cha-cha-chas.
It also helps when you go to 1. If you're doing the basic 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, makes them realize that that's the next side step.
There you go. Cool. So we're going to try this to music. We're going to try it all. We have the basic. We have the outside partner. We have the underarm turn. We have the cross body lead. So we're going to see how this goes. Bear with us. We're going to do it this way. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, and a 1, 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3, underarm turn, 2, 3, cha, 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 cross body lead, cha, 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 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3, outside partner, 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3, cha, 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 2, 3, 4, and 1, 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 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Sweet! So I know we've had some requests for patterns being shown to music, so we're trying to find some good non-copyright issue music songs so that we can show you all of the things, all the cool moves that we are teaching you so you can have that to practice to. So are there any questions? Yes?
Can we go over the follows part for the crossbody lead again? Some of our follows are coming out on the wrong foot.
Got it. Yes.
Probably.
You can go that way. So we are going to go over the followers' footwork for the crossbody lead. Some of the followers are ending up on the wrong foot, so we're going to fix that. Here we go. So we start with our basic. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. At this point, you're still taking 3 steps forward. So you have 4 and 1. You have 1 more step forward with your left foot for 2, pivot back for 3, and then your side basic out of that. So let's go ahead and start from this side. We step to the side for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, forward, forward, together, forward, forward, step back, and cha, cha, cha. Hopefully that clears that up. All right, so you've got your cha-cha basic, you've got your cha-cha outside partner, you've got your cha-cha underarm turn, and your cross-body lead. Those are going to be 4 really good patterns to practice if you've never done cha-cha before to get you out on a social floor. So thank you guys for tuning in. Again, my name is Miss Emily. This is
Miss Megan
from socialdanceonline.com. If you haven't liked our channel, go ahead and smash the subscribe button, and you can get all of the cool videos that we have circulating for you. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you soon.